Alright, it's time for a new project. If you guys watch my other video, you know this is the Hangfire Tactical Colt 607 stock. And I've got it on my old receiver. Some of you guys might remember this receiver. It's the one I turned into a retro receiver. Kind of messed up in a couple spots, but that don't really matter. Well, anyway, I did the whole demonstration video of how to install this thing for Hangfire Tactical. Did all that. Got it set up on here. And now I'm actually going to take it apart so that I can paint all the metal parts here. I got me some Brownells Alumahide somewhere around here. So I'm going to paint everything up and get this thing back together. And this is going to be our Colt 607. We've got our stock. And just in case anybody's wondering, let me just see if I can do this. Of course, doing this through a camera. But there we are. That's what it looks like closed up. And well, for it to still look right, you got about that much length. This thing will extend out further, but yeah, it looks right about right there. So here she is. Again, I'm about to break her on down, paint everything up. So this is the Colt 607 project, everybody. I'm happy to finally be able to build this thing. I've wanted one of these for years, so now we're getting it. See the receiver, it's now painted up, and I've got the tube sticking out of it. I don't have the pin in it right now. Like, if I could give you a good picture of it. Yeah, you can see through. I don't have the pin because the originals, they already had a finish on them, and then they would drill through the receiver for that pin. So I'm going to make it kind of look a little bit like that. I'm going to run my drill bit back through it just to kind of give some aluminum right here. Make it look right. But I painted up the receiver. I put the buffer tube and all back on, but I painted up the receiver. Used this Brownells Alumahide here to paint it up, and all I did is I washed it down with some Dawn dish soap in the sink, washed it down, cleaned it up real good, let it dry, and hit it with this. I would have rathered the flat black, but they didn't really have that, so I had to go with the semi-gloss. And I'll tell you, from my experience, this can will do probably 2 guns. Just be aware, this is a thick coat that goes on these, so 1 to 2 coats is really all you really want. I said really twice. Yeah, but yeah, 1 to 2 coats, that's it. After that, your object's gonna start getting pretty thick. But let's just say I'm just gonna kind of put this together real quick. We'll close the stock all the way. Put the grip on it. I'm just getting an idea of what it looks like. So I'm thinking the discoloration in the two. I'm thinking I might try to go ahead and paint these too. Now, it means I'm going to have to wait about 14 days before I do anything else with this, but yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to paint these. Not the backside. I'm going to leave the gray color here on this back, on this butt plate, but yeah, anyway, I'm thinking that's going to be our best bet. And it'll hide some of the cracks and dings I've put in it since getting it. Because yeah, I've used this one. But anyway, yeah, if you guys would like to build your own 607, there's some information out there. A few good sources. And a few good sources to get parts. Tell you guys what, every now and then, and it doesn't happen often, but every now and then I make the right decision. And you see where I went ahead and painted our raw receiver with the Brownells Alumahide. And I decided to make the stock and the pistol grip match. And I tell you what, guys, I mean, just check this out. That just looks good. And I went with the semi-gloss. Would have probably been a little bit better with everything being the flat black. But they didn't have that in stock when I ordered, so I got semi-gloss. And I'm all right with it. It's popping. This thing looks good. I'm happy with it. I think this is gonna. I'm gonna put this thing together. I think it's gonna look amazing. So there it is, everyone. 607 project. The first part is done. We'll move on to the second part in the next one. Thanks for watching.